is like insane that we have this lighting.
Yeah, I think you have way too much headroom.
Well,
Look again.
you can just tilt it down, right?
Dude, this is your shot today. Hey, everybody. I just want to start today by saying Merry Christmas. For us, Christmas is right around the corner. For you, it's the bitter cold of probably February. But we're not going to talk about that today. I'm going to drink out of this pretty Christmas winter wonderland design glass. And I'm going to sit back here by the open fire and roast chestnuts. Welcome back to Hey Man, Listen Man. I'm Matt.
And I'm Tim. Are we doing ASMR videos?
Mountain Dew.
Oh, I think I just popped my belt.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Hey Man, Listen Man. I'm Matt.
And I'm Tim.
And let's get into it. Yeah, Tim, how was your week?
That's pretty good. I had a funny story actually from my week. So earlier this week, I was just chilling at my apartment, and I, it's December right now, and I hear a fire truck coming around, and you know what that's like, especially in an apartment complex. There's a lot of little kids, so even though I'm in my early 30s, I still go outside to wave to Santa. Go outside, go down the stairs. Fire truck passes. There's no Santa on it. I'm like, Look to my right. There's all these little kids outside, like waiting. And here comes another fire truck. We're all like, yeah, Santa. Turns out there's a fire in the apartment complex, and all the kids are waiting for Santa Claus to say hi.
Oh,
And there's like a moment of like the parents like realizing, and they're like, "Oh, okay, honey, we're going back inside. But where's Santa at?" It was a very dark and hilarious moment. It just naturally happened. God is funny.
which they don't know Santa could have been on that truck, but he had business to attend to, right? We don't know what Santa does.
I don't think he's volunteering as a firefighter in his downtime.
Why does he always hit them up for a ride?
Santa and fire trucks don't really go together. Where I live, he gets an escort of not only fire trucks, but he gets a cop in front of him and behind him. And this is insane to me. There's ambulances, and it's just like this first responder parade as he goes around the town. And they all have their sirens going, which I should have remembered this as I was thinking Santa was here. Because I didn't see anything else besides fire trucks. But, Santa comes down the chimney, fireplace, fire trucks. I think it begs the question, is Santa starting fires for his boys to put out?
Yeah, they're in cahoots.
Yeah, are they scratching each other's back type of thing?
Ooh, you might be right, because he's got magic, and that's never covered by insurance.
Nope.
Never.
Yeah, tell State Farm that. See if Jake gives a damn about magic.
I know, and that dude can teleport.
He can go from a white guy to a black guy in
Just like that.
one commercial.
So basically, Santa's an ACAP guy.
Right, yeah. Antifa, bro.
Yeah.
Down with the state. You listen here. I'm the captain now.
So basically, he was like, ho, 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 fuck the po-po. They'll never catch me. Ho, 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 ho.
Pew, 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 fire. That was his magic coming out of his hands.
I can't animate that, but yeah.
Yeah, I noticed in the Wizard episode. I would take like this tissue and go bloop, plastic.
Yeah.
Good job editing that. There's really nothing funnier than watching little kids excited for Santa realize that like a catastrophe is happening.
Yeah.
probably the first catastrophe in their lives that they've ever experienced.
Yeah, but a lot of times kids, they'll get upset about Santa not coming and not even hear that there's a fire somewhere.
Screw that fire. I hope I get that PS4 or whatever. What are we on now, dude? I'm old.
Dude, I want to give it up. Toast to a legend amongst my people who was born this week for y'all, probably a couple months ago. Big Dom, okay? Man, was head of security, was tossed out of the Eagles game, ejected by a ref. If you were wondering the authority in an NFL game in America.
Goes ref.
Yep.
On-field security guards.
Right. Probably police, you know, and then city police and then state police. And it's just totally different at an American NFL game. And we found out what the hierarchy was. Dom, who's employed by the Eagles organization, but also probably, you know, and you're going to give me more information about him, but probably I would assume being the head of security has either police and or military history. But still, in terms of the authority at an NFL game in America, okay, it doesn't matter if you're a Supreme Court justice. It doesn't matter who you are, okay? It falls underneath the ref.
The officials.
Yeah, the
Absolutely.
officials.
I mean, listen, it's a big time right now for Italians. I feel like every week we're talking about a new Italian hero, and Dom DeSandro. What is he, like 6'6", 250? And for those that haven't seen it, there was a play at the sidelines. 49ers player was talking trash to some Eagles players. Big Dom got in the middle of it, being the sideline security guy for the Eagles. And the 49ers player kind of gave him, not a punch, but kind of like almost like poked him in the face.
Yeah. Big Dom.
Dom didn't even
snapped.
flinch.
Yeah. He acted like it was his brother-in-law.
He said, get that shit
at Thanksgiving dinner.
Bitch, get that out of here. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Tommy Cutlets last week. Now we're talking about Big Dom. I don't know what's next, man. Is there going to be like a Super Mario look-alike in real life next?
You know, in terms of entertainment, we always knew as a culture that they were special. Okay.
That's right. They're just naturally
Entertaining.
Gifted for entertainment.
Yeah.
100%.
But a lot of things that Italians do turns into true crime. I'll probably cut that.
Never in my life have I been watching a football game and when the officials go to announce who's being ejected from the game, was there someone other than a player mentioned? Or like number 48, Greenlaw, kicked out of the game. Also, Big Dom, security, out of the game.
Over the loudspeaker. Crowd goes nuts.
As if like the stat keeper had to know. He's like, oh, right, okay, Big Dom's
Big
out.
Dom.
Right,
Shit,
all right,
wait.
correction.
But I know his last name.
Yeah. DeSandro.
Of course it is.
My favorite part about it is, you know, besides his name being Big Dom, my dude was decked out in Italia gear. He was wearing the Eagles hat with the Italian flag on the side.
Yeah.
Eagles on field team official, whatever, jacket, big Italian flag right here.
You would have thought that he was a firefighter for the Italian 9/11.
Yes. You would have thought he was representing the Eagles at the Olympics.
Right.
How much he was repping this flag. What does Italy have to do with football?
A prideful people, especially in Philadelphia.
There's been an update this week. Big Dom officially has had his sideline access revoked for the rest of the regular season. And, you know, if I were an Eagles fan like you, I would be up in arms right now.
I am. Hey, what the hell's going on here? What's the matter? What are we doing? How can you do that? He's the head of security. He's got to secure the place. He can't secure it if he can't be there. I find it to be deeply upsetting, the way they mistreat our people. It is unacceptable. They don't do this to the Irish. They don't do this to the Krauts. They only do it to our people. Why are you so calm about this?
I really think it's Italian discrimination, Tone. He's an Italian hero. He was ready to die for the birds.
I understand, Christopher, but sometimes the greatest sacrifices, they don't amount to what you want them to amount to. Okay?
I think we should recruit him. Have him start collecting for the family. Give him a job. Get him back on his feet.
Listen, Christopher, there's one thing you have to learn. The last thing you want anywhere near your organization is someone that everybody knows. Okay? Now, you let me make the big decisions. You just take care of yourself.
All right. He had like a little lisp and everything, too.
That's just me. Yeah, Philly legend. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the owner's box. They're going to cut to him, and the crowd's going to go nuts. Dude's a legend. He might get a statue now.
Well, we know about Italians and statues in Philadelphia.
You don't touch them. We will do whatever's necessary. I will go out there on the corner. I will stand out there, and I will make sandwiches for people. I will throw all sorts of meats and cheeses into the crowd, and we will keep that statue. Nobody's going near it. It's our history. If we're keeping yours, then we're keeping ours.
For those that don't know, back in 2020, when there was a lot of statues being torn down around the country, there was a little bit of an incident in southern Philadelphia where
they came for Columbus.
They came for the Columbus statue. And for those that don't know, South Philly is notoriously known for being an Italian neighborhood. And the boys showed up with baseball bats and stood in front of the statue and said, "You're going to tear this down over my dead body."
Correct. A lot of guys came out of hiding for that.
To which I said, there's no good Italian baseball players. Who cares? Get in there, boys. They're not going to hit you. So did you hear about Tim Allen this week?
What happened?
Apparently, people were not happy with his behavior on the set of the Santa Claus show that's being filmed.
Oh, boy.
And let's just say he wasn't too jolly.
Dude, you can't be Santa and not be jolly.
Yeah.
Dude, that's probably a nightmare for the elves. You know, can you imagine, like, Santa's a bad boss? And the worst part about it is he's literally around 364 days of the year.
Because you're an elf.
Yeah, okay. You live there.
Sorry, it's tough for me to become an elf.
Oh yeah, that's right, because you're one of the tall ones. Yeah, dude, he's fucking old Saint Dick. But that makes me think, like, what happens on that one day, like when the boss leaves town. Oh man, what a party, dude! It's probably just an elf orgy.
Yeah, Mrs. Claus is twerking.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he just left. I saw he left. Turn the music up.
Mrs. Claus just Janet Jackson.
She's on that candy cane working it.
Hell, dude, swinging, spinning around. Yeah, the elves immediately start fucking. Okay, the elves are immediately just on top of everything, and they got the most insane homemade sex toys.
They're all made of candy, though.
For two reasons. Number one, because it's jolly. And number two, because they will melt away in water, and it makes it easier for them to erase the crime scene.
Yeah, who do you think invented edible underwear?
Yeah, definitely the elves.
The freaky elves. Mm-hmm. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
And that was a terrible year because one of the elves forgot to put his underwear in the water. Santa came back. Elf 4243, come hither. Something's different about you.
Me? No. Me? I'm normal. Just another normal day.
Elf 442423, drop your pants. Ho 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 ho. They do anything I say. Isn't that funny, other elves? What is that? What are you wearing?
It's a Jolly Rancher cock ring.
A Jolly Rancher? A Jolly Rancher cock ring. This is banned. It's not allowed.
That's not what your wife said.
I knew she smelled different. Now you will burn. Gods take him.
No, Santa came back and was like, I smell sex and candy here. Huh?
Who's that in the yeah.
But listen, man.
Mama, this Charlie is a dream. Yeah.
I don't think we can.
Mama, this Charlie is a dream.
I don't think we can blame Tim here. It's got to be annoying to have to be jolly all the time. Guy's been shooting this movie series for, what did they do? 3 movies, and now we're on like 3 seasons of this television show. He can't be jolly every day. Come on.
Dude, I'm sure it was difficult for Daniel Day-Lewis to be an angry, abusive, murderous gang leader for every day of his every role, but he did it.
Makes you wonder, was it hard for him? Was he even acting?
That's true. I did see a little murder in Abe Lincoln's eyes.
Yes. He was only acting in Lincoln. That was it. All the other movies, he was just himself.
And Phantom Thread.
Oh, wow, dude. Deep cut.
The one movie I haven't watched with Daniel Day-Lewis.
I almost did one time, and I couldn't do it. It has such good reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like a 98%.
Oh, I can't. Okay. But it's about a fashion designer. Did you know there's a movie starring Willem Dafoe where Willem Dafoe plays Van Gogh?
No, but he does look like Van Gogh naturally, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, that's a perfect role for him.
I just found that out recently. It was a big award-winning movie. You would probably remember the poster because it was Willem Dafoe with like a bandage around his head from when he cut his ear off.
Yeah. Vincent Van Gogh, the original simp.
Yeah.
It's like, take my ear, my lady.
Yeah.
I'm a sad little painter boy.
Yeah. No, nobody knows, but he actually did that just in case he ever was arrested and put into prison so he could get between the bars.
But you're going to say so he couldn't get ear.
Well, no, he could now. That's what he figured out. That's why he only got halfway. He did the one and he was like, wait a second, that hole's bigger.
Dude. This just reminded me of, I think, maybe the best death that's ever occurred in the movie. And
Reservoir Dogs?
No, it was Scary Movie 1. He goes to the bathroom and he's, taking a shit and realizes there's a glory hole and a little dick pops through. He's like, oh, hey, little fella, come on out. Come back through. And he goes up to it and the fucking dick just goes through his head. That's what Vincent Van Gogh was trying to prevent.
Right. And in turn, made it a lot easier.
Yes. Easy access.
Yeah. And in not finishing it, he made the other end even tighter. Anyway, I'll probably cut all that.
I did just watch a new movie, actually, that you have definitely seen. And that is, I've already mentioned it today, the Super Mario Brothers movie. And I was highly impressed.
Yeah. Because it was a movie.
But it wasn't too much of a movie. That's what I liked, is like they were like, we're just going to keep this plot simple.
Yep.
And we're going to just, every scene, we're going to bring in some new Easter egg from the game. So people go, oh my God, I remember that. I remember the flying bullet.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the...
Bullet Bill.
The things you had to jump on that moved.
Oh, there was a billion Easter eggs. And, Nintendo, I think, has only failed and come up short when they weren't willing to compromise, when they weren't willing to bend at all. And in this movie, specifically, they clearly showed that they were willing to compromise and bend. We got the Jack Black song, which was more or less pretty much improvised by Jack Black. And it was so out of character for Bowser. But they put it in, and it ended up being a highlight of the movie.
Right, yeah. Bowser, his whole, persona in that movie is a highlight, where he's, this big, badass character.
Who's also in love.
But he's a simp for Peach.
Right.
But I think the star of that movie is when they're in jail and there's the little blue
Oh yeah.
star character.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, oh, he's so cute. And
we're
everybody's
all
like,
destined for doom. We're gonna burn in hell for eternity.
and like they finally go to like they're like lowering them into the lava, and he's like,
Finally,
yes.
finally,
Mercy.
Yeah.
We're all going to go to the other side.
Genius.
And then they bring the movie to an end, and the credits start rolling, and he's just like, it's all over now, I guess. It's kind of sad when you think about it. There's nothing else, just the abyss. Genius fucking writing. What Disney was always so good at, which I think they've gotten away from, is making movies that adults can watch with their kids, and the adults get jokes that the kids don't get.
Yeah.
They kind of, weave in some underlying adult humor, and that was pure adult humor. That was amazing.
What Disney used to do before that is instead of putting in adult humor, they would just put a dick in or have a character have a boner for like 3 frames. So like the priest from The Little Mermaid.
Have you seen it's like one of the original Mickey cartoons, like black and white stop motion, where he works at a Swiss cheese factory, and his job is to take the solid cheese off the line and poke holes in it, and he does it with his penis.
Whoa.
And goes, puts it back on. Now it's Swissed up. It's a real video.
That's crazy.
You'll probably find it and put it right here.
Probably not. I'm not fucking with Disney.
Imagine if we got copyrighted for that. But yeah, really good movie. I went into it with zero expectations. I was like, I'm just going to treat this like Sonic the Hedgehog. Have a couple aha moments. I remember when that happened when I was a kid playing that game, and I remember that character. But it was good quality. I liked the real world, like New York, Brooklyn accents that they had instead of doing the cheesy Italian.
Right.
It's me.
Yeah, yahoo! Yee-hee. It's a me, Mario.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, they had to do that. They had to balance it, but it does hurt a little bit for that to be gone. I would like them to go in a multiverse direction, and I would like us to get
Oh, yahoo! It's a me.
just so you can be like, I'm Mario too, but why do you talk that way?
Why do I talk that way? I like a pizza.
I think they really opened up the world, though, where I forget how it was constructed, but there's like 6 or 7 worlds. Like the whole premise of the movie is Bowser was coming to the Mushroom Kingdom to conquer them.
Yeah.
But I think there's like a good setup for other movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like they had Donkey Kong World, which was my favorite, man. Holy crap. That brought me back to playing Donkey Kong 64.
Right.
With all the Donkey Kong, different Kongs and
Oh,
stuff.
Yeah. Daisy? No. Lanky?
Lanky. That was my favorite.
Okay.
That was always Lanky.
Not Bruiser, but
There's a Donkey Kong family tree, for the record. Oh, God. I can't believe I forgot Grandpa Kong.
yeah, you said it.
Yeah, but his name's Cranky Kong,
Cranky.
who's married to Wrinkly Kong. I did not know her. They had Donkey Kong Jr., who's like the original Donkey Kong from the games. And then they had the Donkey Kong we know as a child. They had Diddy Kong as another child. Their friends were Candy Kong and Funky Kong. You're thinking of Dixie Kong.
Dixie.
Tiny Kong, Kitty Kong, Chunky Kong.
Chunky.
He had the tree cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's literally like 1,000 other ones. There's Swanky, Lanky, Baby Kong, Sumo Kong, Ninja Kong, Super Diddy, Super Kong, Kung Fu. Whoa, dude. Ghastly Kong? Is that a Pokemon crossover? Eddie the Mean Old Yeti. That's all I got.
Yeah, I know that they're currently in production for a Zelda movie. It's probably going to be one of those universes. But for me, Zelda is a whole different story where,
Yeah, I don't think they cross over in my eyes. Like, you
well,
could do it that way if you want,
Mario
but
Kart,
I guess how you could do it is Super Smash universe.
yeah,
Everything is related when it comes to Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
You could bring in Kirby, you could bring in
Pokemon.
everybody, Pokemon, you could bring in what's his name? Simon? Who's the robot dude?
Oh, Samus.
Samus. Yes.
That's not a dude, it's a chick.
Samus is a chick?
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Samus Aran is the protagonist of the video game series Metroid. She was created by a Japanese video game designer, Makoto Kano. Wow, I would not have known that. But then again, Metroid is not a fun game, so
Wow.
who cares?
A lot of people are going to be unhappy with what you just said. I might edit that
Bro,
out.
that's up there with Pong.
Metroid is like Mega Man, but you can turn into a ball and drop grenades. And
Yeah, still lame. Mega Man was cooler.
so IMDb dropped their top series and top movies for the year. And I thought it would be interesting to go through them and just talk about them.
Yeah, so I looked at this list, and I'll start off with the series because, man, there's definitely some politics involved in this, man. So I'll read off the list. Number 10 is Gen V, a show that you've brought up before. Number 9 is The Bear, gotten a lot of hype. Number 8 is Ted Lasso. Number 7, Fall of the House of Usher. Number 6, One Piece, which is a show I've never heard of. Number 5 is The Mandalorian. Number 4 is Black Mirror. And this is where it gets a little wonky. Number 3 is Succession. Number 2 is Ahsoka. And number 1 is The Last of Us.
Yeah. So I agree with everything that's on that list except for The Last of Us.
Last of Us should not be number 1.
I don't agree with the order of any of them.
Yeah, the order's way off. Succession's 1, right? We agree.
No. Ted Lasso's number 1.
Maybe previous seasons of Ted Lasso.
Okay. Fair enough. I disagree.
Dude, I just watched Ted Lasso. I don't even remember what happened.
Fair enough, man.
It wasn't that memorable. I remember they brought Nate Dogg back, and they forgave him. Big mistake. Anyway. Succession to me was the highlight of the year. Anybody that's been watching Succession has agreed for its existence that it's the best show on television.
Succession's probably number 3 for me.
Because you're going to put Ahsoka number 2.
Correct.
Yeah, that's not correct. Sorry. There's no way Succession was not as good as Ted Lasso. Dude, there was a moment in this last Succession season where they killed Brian Cox.
Yeah.
And that was a very big moment in the
Huge.
past year. People freaked out.
Yeah.
Because they thought it was going to come maybe at the end of the season. They did it like episode 2,
I know.
3 of the season. Fantastic ending to Succession. I thought it was a perfect series. Like, they ended it right when it needed to be ended. They didn't drag it out too long.
I don't disagree.
Some of the best characters that have ever been made for television.
I don't disagree, but I feel as though the same can be said for, my number 1, number 2. I think Ted Lasso and Ahsoka, both in their own right, were, subjectively for me, the highlight of my year.
Right. Yeah, you're bringing in like your personal like emotions to it. I'm talking about just good television. Like, yes, if you were a Star Wars Rebels fan, Ahsoka was a very big deal. You've been waiting for Ahsoka for years.
Yeah, dude.
But
Ezra's back.
If we're going to compare stories with the Ahsoka season versus Succession or even Ted Lasso, you could say there was maybe some things left to be desired when it came to Ahsoka.
I disagree. I think for Succession, not even talking about this season was incredible and was just kind of a straightforward story. But before that, it would get convoluted at times. It would get bogged down in its kind of own, pretentious storylines. But this season, it doesn't apply. But I'm judging it kind of as a whole. You can't look at a season 4 without looking at season 1 through 4.
Okay, that's fair, and that's kind of why I'm knocking Ahsoka, because I just don't think enough happened in one season to say it was better than this Succession season. Yeah, a lot of things happened, definitely, but a lot of it is more so for people that watch Rebels. Like a lot of people, I think, would maybe disagree. There's been a lot of criticism of Ahsoka from
That's true.
the non-hardcore fans,
Yeah.
which I think is fair because you just don't understand the relationships of characters that were built over
It's about more than that, though.
200
Thrawn is
cartoons.
back. We're seeing clear corruption within the Senate. That a lot happened. The whole universe was changed.
But I think it floundered at the end a little bit with once they got to the other galaxy, kind of stalled a little bit. Like, yeah, we got Ezra back. It was a huge deal. But then from there, it was kind of like, a couple battles here and there. We knew Thrawn was going to get out. There wasn't really any like surprise to that. Any like huge twists and turns. Whereas like Succession, dude, the ending of that, like my jaw was on the floor when they lost the company. And they remember when Kendall brings in Shiv and Culkin to the room.
Yeah.
And what does Shiv say? She's like, "We're bullshit. We are bullshit." I thought it was a perfect ending to a really good show. And I don't think anything could beat it this year. But, Last of Us is definitely not number one. That's where I think there's politics involved. That was some HBO lobbying money. So if I were to do the order again, I would say Succession 1, Ahsoka 2, and then I'm probably going to put The Bear as number 3.
Yeah, Bear probably falls in at number 4 for me, so I will disagree with that. Then a general grouping of Black Mirror, Mandalorian, Gen V at the bottom. One Piece I haven't seen yet. I'm interested in it. The Fall of the House of Usher, I'm very interested in. It's Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
We are big fans of Midnight Mass. For it to be getting the talk that it's getting and the reviews it's getting, I'm definitely interested. Even though it's not really a genre that I enjoy, but yeah.
I forgot about Black Mirror. So that would probably be my number 4. And then Lasso would be 5. And then whatever the rest is, fill in the blanks from there. But Black Mirror was a good season.
Black Mirror was a good season. It was much better than their last outings, a couple outings, but it was a good season. It's just Black Mirror is hard to look back fondly on because it's such a negative experience.
It's a horrifying show.
Yeah. It doesn't make you feel good.
And it's a show that in a lot of ways has set the bar for itself too high. Where I think even very decent episodes don't get enough praise because there's ones that are 10 times better than decent.
Right. There are ones that hit different. Okay, movies. I'm going to go through them quick. So this is IMDb's top 10. Number 1, Oppenheimer. Number 2, Barbie. Number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Number 4, The Little Mermaid. Number 5, John Wick Chapter 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, The Super Mario Brothers movie.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, Five Nights at Freddy's. Number 8, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 9, Killers of the Flower Moon. Number 10, The Flash. This list is fucked.
This one's bullshit. So the one that stands out is Five Nights at Freddy's. Haven't seen it, but come on. That's better than The Flash? I thought The Flash was a pretty good movie, man. It's probably DC's best movie they've made in 10 years.
Glaring problems.
Whatever about the CGI, but it was one of the most fun DC movies in a while because it had a lot of DC fan lore in it.
Yeah, I mean, this list is bullshit because Killers of the Flower Moon is so low.
But I don't really hate the top 4. I don't know about Barbie at 2, but I thought Barbie was a really good movie.
Listen, man, I'm going to make a lot of people unhappy by saying this, but I feel the need to say it just for the rest of the people like me out there so they know they're not alone. Barbie was not a good...
We know you hate women. It's okay. Just
I don't hate. We're not doing anyone any justice by saying Barbie was a great movie.
it's not a Scorsese. It's not going to be a movie that has a lot of depth to it, man. It's Barbie. Is it an Oscar movie? Absolutely not. It's not going to win Best Picture.
Okay, I can respect the set building, like the production that went into that. Absolutely insane, insane.
Right.
But in terms of the script, okay, I'm all about the message and the messages that went into it and how each message was told. But the script was trash. The story was trash. It was a slow burn. It was barely funny, and it, in my opinion, in many cases, was annoying. It was like a slap in the face to a lot of women.
You have this opinion about the Barbie movie when, like, you knew going into it that it was that. It's Barbie, man.
It could have been more. It could have been more.
I completely disagree. They squeezed all the juice out of that lemon, man. And it's about as good as it could have been.
They chose the wrong lemon. Okay, is what I'm saying. They chose the wrong lemon. It could have went in a more taking the audience seriously direction, and I like it for me. A lot of parts of it felt like even Margot and Ryan like almost knew while they were making it that it was a terrible script.
I completely agree. There's a lot of undertone stuff. It's
Yeah.
very political. I'm not going to ever put it on my top 100.
I mean,
of
listen,
all time.
that's pretty much what I say about every Fast and Furious movie I ever watch. So, I can't hate on it. If it's fun, it's fun.
Right.
It's like the Expendables.
But Fast and the Furious isn't also like touching on like the relationship between men and women in the world.
It
and their
absolutely is, dude. It's all
roles.
about family.
It's-
And they got Oppenheimer, Guardians of the Galaxy. Little Mermaid was trash. I don't care what anybody says. They had one good song. What was that song?
Part of their world.
No. What was the new song with Aquafina?
Oh, the Scuttlebutt.
Yeah, Scuttlebutt, dude.
Which we're in the minority on this, dude. Everybody hated that song. People that liked the movie would say, great movie, except for that Scuttlebutt song. What the hell was that? Dude, I thought that was a freaking bop.
Dude, it was.
It was like kind of like jazzy in a way.
And bluesy, rappy. It was
Rap.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Clever as hell. Funny.
Fuck people.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Little Mermaid was not a good movie.
Yeah, but otherwise
I
it
don't,
was trash.
I don't think Little Mermaid is a good story to begin with. So, whatever.
John Wick was trash.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers movie. Listen, if we're talking top 10 movies, trash. It doesn't belong there. It was good,
Yeah.
but it doesn't belong here. Across the Spider-Verse, no.
That, I think, was a gross undersell for Spider-Man, man. That should be like 5 at least, or 6.
It wasn't groundbreaking at all compared to the first one. And
Still pretty good, though.
okay, but we're not talking pretty good here. Okay?
Dude, it was a bad year for movies, man, with all the strikes and...
Okay, number one, I'm telling you right now, should be a tie between 3 movies. Killers of the Flower Moon, Oppenheimer, Guardians of the Galaxy. Period. Done.
I haven't seen Killers, but I agree. For me, it would go Oppenheimer, Guardians, 100%. Guardians got shafted on that list.
And it was really good. Emotional, heavy, fun. Everything that a Guardians movie should be. Kind of a return to form for the first one.
And then they revamped the Guardians. They did a little bait and switch on us. Where they retired a lot of the old Guardians, and there's now a new cast, essentially.
Yeah, which we'll see.
I'm sure some of them will be back.
Because, I mean, they had the post-credit scene, at the end of Guardians, where Star-Lord is already tired of mowing the lawn.
Oh, yeah, that was a great post-credit scene.
I saw something in the news this week that, really is kind of subjective. It really is about you, okay? This picture came out, and this report came out about someone that you dislike greatly. But the report tells me that they should be your best friend, that you should really like this person. Hunter Biden was seen going down a water slide naked with a bunch of hookers at a $4,000 a night Malibu house.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think he's living his best life, and I probably wouldn't hate him if he was not the president's son and also tied to like corruption with Ukraine that's in the middle of a war right now.
In terms of president's children, all right,
He's the worst. What are you going to say?
I'm going to say he's the best.
Oh, yeah. Obama has 2 daughters that went to Harvard, but
But
go off.
he has taken that fortune and he's used it the right way. He probably buys a lot of
Meth
cocaine,
and women.
water slides. If anybody's doing it right, if anybody is a first son that we can be proud of, is it not Hunter Biden?
No, it's not, man.
He would be your best friend. Are you kidding me? It sounds like stuff you would do.
Listen,
If you hit the lottery, you would 100% buy a bunch of cocaine and hookers.
well, there's a difference. If he won the lottery and did this stuff, 100%, dude, do it. Go for it.
Wait, but it's the same thing.
He is under federal indictment currently. But
Put
yeah,
that aside.
typically, yeah.
People make mistakes.
You know, he's living an awesome life, but no.
So he didn't pay some taxes. Who cares?
So he fucked his dead brother's wife.
You gotta take care of family. Gotta take care of family first.
My problem with him is that they were laundering money through his son to Ukraine. Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma.
Allegedly.
If this company, if their business model was methamphetamine and hookers and naked water slides, yes, he should be on the board. They're like a real business.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. There were texts that said 5% for the big guy. Who knows what the big guy was?
Allegedly. Listen, you don't think board members at big, giant, billion-dollar companies get hookers and do cocaine and go down water slides naked?
Hunter Biden's never had a real job.
A lot of board members have never had a real job.
That's not true.
It's very true,
It's
especially if their father's the big guy.
At least in succession, Kendall and Culkin like worked for their dad's company. For
Barely. Every time we ever saw them work for the company, they would go into an office, eat food, say some bullshit, and then leave.
Okay.
That's not work. We're making up for holding out aid money because we wanted them to fucking just say a couple words for us.
Let's be clear here. Trump said, I might withhold funding if you don't do this. Who knows what's next? Conquer Poland?
So in your mind, wait.
Don't get any ideas.
Wait a second.
Calm down.
I got to think the war boner away. The Kriegenschwanz. Did you just say that you think Ukraine would potentially want to invade Poland?
I'm just throwing out hypotheticals.
That is insane.
It doesn't matter what Ukraine wants to do.
It doesn't matter what Ukraine wants to do because they're being invaded by Russia. Speaking of, did you hear about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco?
No.
They're dating. They're in like a real serious relationship.
Oh my goodness.
And when I say serious, I mean she has taken to the internet to defend their relationship. She posted a picture recently with him and said, "This is my love." And everybody obviously began ripping her apart. And she goes and posts in the comments, he is my absolute everything in my heart. He is the best thing that's ever happened to me. The end. And he's better than anyone I've ever been with. Facts. She continues on.
That's called a dope dick to game right there.
Yeah, but come on. Anyway.
She just got the first dick in. That's what
I don't understand. If you actually care about me, this is my happiest. If you don't, feel free to say whatever you want, but I will never allow your words to guide my life. If you can't accept me at my happiest, then don't be in my life at all.
Wow, she told her fans to screw off.
Fuck off.
She wants to bang this ugly dude.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Because all her fans were like that friend at the club who were like, yo, dude. Can I talk to you for a second?
What?
No, can I talk to you for a second, dude?
What?
Just come here. Just
I'm not a dude. I'm like, check.
listen. He'll be right back. Come here, dude. I don't know why. Listen, bro. I just want you to know you're really drunk right now. You're with a girl who is. She looks like a mix between a chimpanzee and an orc from Lord of the Rings.
All right, guys don't do this. You want to know how I know? Because you've never said that to me when I've been in that situation.
That's because it's funny, dude.
Oh, it's funny, yeah.
It's a story.
The only people that do that are women. They go, Jessica, what are you doing with him? What?
Why?
Look at him. He looks like he smells.
He's handsome.
You're drunk right now. We need to get you home immediately. No, sorry.
No,
We're going. Sir, leave her alone.
I don't want to go.
We're leaving right now.
Oh.
That's a chick move. Chicks do that. But yeah, guys go, nah, it's funny. I'm just going to make fun of him for the next 20 years about that orc that he took home. But good for her, man. She's happy. I think she had doesn't she have like an autoimmune disease? I think she's had like a tough couple years since the Bieber thing.
Yeah.
I get happy when I see an ugly dude with a hot chick. That warms my soul. It's like a Hallmark movie bottled up.
It's a Pete Davidson effect. Every time something like that happens, it kind of raises our stock.
Pete Davidson's made it cool to be with an ugly guy.
Right.
Which he's a national hero for that.
He is, yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
Let's get a statue in Philly. I think women are fairly less shallow. Yeah. Like, I think that's that.
Are they though? Because dudes don't really discriminate either, man.
It depends on what the goal is, right?
In situations, a lot of guys have a wide range.
That's true.
And I mean, why?
I would say guys have like a 5-point range.
If not more.
Yeah, it might be more. It really depends on the
It might
scenario.
be a 7-point range.
Depends on the scenario.
Imagine dating Cardi B and getting into an argument with her.
I can actually.
Like
I actually can. I've been there.
I feel for that dude.
I've gotten into arguments with Cardi B's. And recently, Cornhub revealed the top searches from every state. I want to start with this. In the United States as a whole, the most searched porn topic.
Stepmom.
Incorrect. You get 2 more guesses.
Yeah, stepmom is a bad guess. I don't know. Stepmom porn is weird thing that, like, I don't know if it's driven by people looking for it or they're trying to make us like stepmom porn. But it seems like there's more and more every year. Because you don't even like go looking for it, and you end up.
No, I know.
With step
Like you cannot enjoy MILF porn without watching some stepmother porn.
100%, but you're catching collateral step porn in
yeah.
other categories as well. That you're like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How is this possible?
Some shit gets crazy. I'll tell you, there is a line for me. For some reason, the line for me is step grandma. Like I saw that recently, and I was like grossed out by it.
I don't know, man. That is kind of a G move. Like if you banged your stepdad's mom,
Wow.
you win.
You might be right. I was trying to figure out how that would work, but that you might be right. Okay, you get 2 more guesses.
It's like
I'll give you
whack
examples,
shit.
okay? Lesbian, MILF, Russian, mature, Japanese, reality.
I bet like anime.
Incorrect. You get 1 more guess for the most
Is it-
searched United States porn term.
Is it anime adjacent though? Is it like
No, I wouldn't say it is.
like e-girl something?
I would not say it's anything near there.
Okay.
You got 10 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep quiet as Tim tries to think of the answer.
Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift roleplay.
I'll let you give a real answer. I'll say this before you answer. 1 hint. This is probably something you don't search.
I don't know, man. I'm a very cultured pornography person.
Okay, we need your answer, Tim.
I've seen all the great works. Is it is it
Ebony?
ebony?
Yeah.
What?
Real quick, I'll go through the other countries or continents. Canada, lesbian.
Well, lesbian porn is straight porn in Canada because they're such pussies.
Yeah. South America, anal. Because we're the pussies to them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they go hard. Now here's some people with some pride. Russia, Russian.
Yeah. Well, I think they're limited.
It's the
Probably.
language. Yeah. Europe is kind of a mixture, but there's a lot of it that is reality porn. Let's see. North Africa is Arab. South Africa is ebony. Australia, lesbians. Let's move on to states. This I need an explanation for. I don't understand it. Maybe you can explain it to me. I'm going to go through a couple other states so you can understand why I'm so confused.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Vermont, POV blowjob.
Good category.
Massachusetts, orgasm. Pleasers. Rhode Island, doggy style.
Which is in Rhode Island. That's like literally 7 people.
New York, body swap.
What is that?
I don't know.
Wait. Wait. Frank, can you pull up body swapping? What is that, dude? I need to know.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Is that like wife swapping?
I thought it was more like Freaky Friday. Pennsylvania, big boobies. West Virginia, nip slit.
Wait. Nip slip porn? See, that's why these things always seem so fake to me, man. Like, nobody's searching nip slip porn. You search nip slip on TikTok.
Now, here's where it's going to get a little weird. Now, I don't want you to get excited. I just want you to relax for a second. Take a deep breath. Tennessee. Giantess.
Wow, I didn't even know that was out there.
Female giants. Hey, Connecticut. Double vaginal.
That makes sense. I live in Connecticut. Very spot on.
Maryland, Glory Hole. Delaware College. And finally, the last one I'm going to read today. New Jersey. I'm not even going to give you 3 guesses to try to guess this because you will never in a million years guess.
I feel like we would be MILF.
Incorrect. You have never heard of this search term. You have never searched this. I've never searched this. The most searched term in New Jersey for 2023 was Turkish.
I mean,
Can you explain that?
I can. Yeah, like what even happened in Turkey?
What is the relevance between Turkey and New Jersey? Dude, I don't understand it. I don't know. I didn't even know it was a porn category.
I don't like that. The thing about Turkey to me is like not much even comes to mind. Like there's not.
I mean, turkey stuffing, but that's turkey.
You're talking about, yeah, like Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, that's turkey, not Turkish.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You don't.
Turkish, no.
Yeah.
There's like 2 things that come to mind, and one of them is the hats. Do you know the hat I'm talking about? It's like a tall thing with a little like tassel.
Yeah.
You probably just put one on my head right now. I think Aladdin had that hat, and then Camel cigarettes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is cigarette time
in America. Ooh, cigarette.
Dude, Search in Turkish is a new movie starring Tom Hanks, independent film.
I think it's a new reality show. It's like Breaking Amish.
Where you search random Turkish people to see if they have any weapons on them in an airport. Oh yeah, dude. It's like a what's the airport security reality show on A&E. It's called Search in Turkish.
Hell yeah. I'd watch. Just follows TSA people all day.
Yeah. We just find random weird shit in Turkish people's luggage.
Laptops out of your bag, shoes off. Laptops out of the bags, shoes off. Sir, laptops out of the bag, shoes off.
We're not doing that. Were you a big wrestling fan when you were younger? Professional WWE or F wrestling?
Yeah, but not when my parents wrestled. I didn't like that kind.
Yeah, but that all got better once your dad left, right? No, you remember a wrestler, Brock Lesnar?
Of course. He was a pitbull.
Yeah, he was a literal pitbull. He was a monster, dude. Yes. Like those jacked kangaroos. He literally looked like a jacked kangaroo. So his daughter is now a college athlete, and her picture got out.
Oh, shit. I got to see this.
Yeah. She is literally him with long hair.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. She's got the face and everything.
Yep.
Do you think she was born with the sword tattoo?
I don't think she was born. I think she was created in a lab by Vince McMahon.
I think she was spawned out of a geyser in Iceland.
Just a pile of protein powder.
Yes. A bunch of rocks.
She just she twisted the lid off. It was like an orc.
Protein powder. She wipes her eyes.
Yeah, whenever she gets hurt, they just rub protein powder on it. She heals immediately.
See, for my people, she is the Sydney Sweeney to us, man. In the giant community, dude.
For my community, she's the only person whose pussy we call snatch because it will actually snatch your dick off.
So I want to do a callback to last episode.
Okay.
And the Young Thug acronym
Okay, yeah.
name, because there was a new headline this week. I don't know if you saw it. French Montana said that Coke in his crew's name actually means creation of kings everywhere.
Okay. Coke Boys.
The Coke Boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Creation of kings everywhere.
Yes, not drugs.
Not cocaine.
Not drugs. Nope.
Now they're from Miami?
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, I was just double checking. Because when I think Miami, I think creation and creativity. Not cocaine.
Yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, don't just assume because they're from Miami that they like doing that cocaine.
Dude, it is a hub for the finest creativity.
Just because their favorite song is Gasolina doesn't mean. Which reminds me of my crew, Rico.
The Rico Boys.
Yeah. Which
What's that stand for?
actually stands for Really Incredible Cats Out Here. We're not doing gang stuff, dude. No, we're not. Rico, out here is one word. R-I-C-O.
So it's not Recock.
No, R-I-C-O, Rico.
It's not Rickcock.
Really Incredible Cats Out Here.
Really incredible cats out here. Dude, you're
Yeah, so I was thinking about like other funny acronym names for like a gang that you have.
All right, if I had a gang, I would just call them gang. Okay. And it would stand for grind and never give up. No, grind and never give. That's it. Just never give, never donate.
Just a really shitty person to get a Christmas present from.
Yeah,
because they don't give anything.
Because I'm gang, man. You got to keep it gang.
Because they grind and never give.
Yeah.
How about mob? Like, I'm in the mob with M.O. baby.
Mothers Over Borders.
It's a nonprofit group that helps families immigrate from South America and Central America to the United States.
That's right. We donate our mothers. It's a great sacrifice for us.
We both donate some mothers.
My boys.
My boys, yeah, my mom lives in Texas.
But right now she's in Venezuela because I sent her down there. Now I got to make my own sandwiches. My boys.
You can send your mom for $10,000.
How about Crips? Credible resources in public schools.
Oh.
Which, I think it's important that we have credible resources in public schools. And that's why I'm in the Crips. I'll tell you what, I gotta go now walk to a school to make sure there's credible resources. Crip walk away. Obviously, Bloods.
Oof.
We did the Crips. Gotta do the Bloods too. Beautiful locations on occasions deemed satisfactory, and we're just trying to find the best venues for people and what they need. Because when you need a beautiful location on occasions deemed satisfactory, you hit us up.
So that's why I started my travel agency, because we subscribe to the philosophy that I came up with called Bloods, which, Matt, can you tell us?
We're able to offer you beautiful locations on occasions deemed satisfactory.
Yes. We're in the Bloods business.
Is the occasion satisfactory? Then let us find you
beautiful locations.
Correct.
Let's just be clear. We mean no disrespect to the Bloods or the Crips community.
And we are affiliated.
No. Dude, they're going to find us. Don't say that. I don't know if the Crip Walk's going to make it.
All right, I think it's that time again. We're going to tell a couple jokes. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Tim with a joke.
I'm an ally of the LGBT community, but I can't imagine having lesbian moms. I mean, 2 moms? That would mean I need 2 therapists.
Gotta tell that like Rodney Dangerfield. I can barely afford 1 therapist.
Coming to the stage, Matt.
A man was stabbed to death for dancing on a corner in Philadelphia last week. Turns out the reboot of Footloose is a little depressing for me.
All right, for the Footloose community. There's super fans out there.
Thanks for tuning in. This has been Hey Man, Listen Man. Hit that subscribe button.
And
like
the video, please.
Yep, and write a comment down below of a 1995 movie that you like. Live life. Don't let it live you.